Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Let's Play for Dragon Warrior 4 Part 2, Chapter 1 Part 2 specifically. I want to give a real quick shout out. Right above my head, I have a new logo courtesy of Saphira at MMO Champion. Just want to say a big thanks, and we are going to jump right back in here to just where we left off last time. And welcome back to Ragnar's adventure. The last time we finished with triggering an event for a guy whose wife was looking for him. We found out he's in jail at Izmit for trying to steal some bread. So now we need to go back to Berlin, the castle, in order to let his wife know where he's at. And we're going to go through the same normal stuff you normally go through on the trip over, the fights while you're back through the cave. They're all going to be faster and easier now since we've leveled up to level 4. We should kill basically everything in one hit, still with just our starting gear, which is a huge help. The only thing we won't kill in one hit would be these healers, which, just like I talked about before, are extraordinarily irritating unless you can do what you just did there, go second, then first. Now, when I was a kid, we spent a lot of time playing this game. Growing up, I'd bring friends over, we'd play, we'd sit together, we'd take turns on the controller, we'd just have a grand old time, and you know, I kind of was trying to get my friends into RPGs, and there are quite a few of them that can attest that to this day, you know, that we had a lot of fun doing it, and it has a lot of nostalgia value and a lot of memories with it. And I'd like to think that I'm a big part of why they got into the types of games they got into. I hope I am, at least. If I'm not, you know, great. But I'd like to think that I am. You know, turn-based JRPGs have always been my favorite because it is so old school. It is what I grew up with. It is what I know the best. I do like some action RPGs, but in my opinion, you just cannot beat old turn-based combat. It's just like Dungeons and Dragons at the core. You know, it's very simple in its premise. It knows what it is and it doesn't lie about it. And we need to get it back to daytime. Nighttime does not do us any good here. So we're going to wander around the castle here, kill whatever comes our way, and wait until it turns daylight, and go inside. And it's still technically night by a frame or two. Now we're going to come down here, tell this woman where her husband is. She wants to go with us, so we're going to take her with us. And we're going to go right back through the cave, right back to Izmit, in order to take her to her husband. And you don't have to do anything crazy to protect her, and she doesn't help you in combat or anything like that. She's just kind of there visually. And we're still fighting the same boring beetles, worms, babbles, slimes, all the basic starting stuff here. Very, very soon we will start to fight some new enemies, which will at least make things slightly more interesting. I know I mentioned this before, but Ragnar obviously only has the capability as a soldier to just attack. So he doesn't really get too exciting at any point because all he can really do is just attack. One thing at a time, one attack at a time, and that's it. No magic, no special abilities, just straight up swing the sword, man. Do your job, hit the thing, profit, hopefully. Maybe we'll get lucky and before we get to Izmit we will level up to level 5, which would be a benefit because it should be around that time And when we stay at the inn before we go out to our next little thing, it would be really nice if we were 5 just to get that free extra little bit of hit points before we roll out. Because we're going to be going into a cave of sorts. It's a little bit more than just a cave from point A to point B. And, of course, one tile before. Always happens that way. That was not ideal. Okay, good. We should be able to kill this just with perfect timing. And good, we killed it with one hit. Still didn't level up, unfortunately, but we can deal with that. Since we're right here at the inn, we'll stay there really quick. 6 gold pieces to get full health is not a bad trade whatsoever. And now we will take her to see her husband in the jail. Which gives us a very helpful piece of information, which is why we have to do this. She gets mad. She smacks him in the face to jog his memory. He says he must have lost his mind because he was attacked by monsters, thanks us for finding him, and he tells us that the secret playground is 4 steps to the south and 4 steps to the east of the signpost. So, we now know where we're going next. 4 south, 4 east from the signpost. We're going to check out the armor shop here. Weapons aren't as important as armor is at this point. So we can grab a wooden hat, or we can grab chainmail, and chainmail is a bigger, more important upgrade, and then we can sell our leather armor. Grab 135 gold for that, and that will allow us to buy the wooden hat. That's going to be a huge defense increase for us coming into this next part. And we will save our game really quickly and also take a peek at how much experience we need to get to the next level. We need 7 more experience, so I was pretty close. We were off by 1 fight. It's probably beneficial for us to get those 7 experience points before we go wandering off into our little adventure in the cave. So we'll try to get 1 fight going on here. And I don't think this is quite going to be enough because I think dive rats only give like 4 experience points. Oh, 3 experience points. So hopefully we get 2 enemies in this next fight, give us 4 experience points more. And this is either going to be 3 or 4. I'm thinking 3. I think it's 2 and 1 for these. Nope, 4 experience points. Perfect. Hit the level up on the head. So we gain 3 more strength, 1 more vitality, and 2 more hit points. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, they get to attack before we're ready. But I'm sure you'll notice now that we've purchased upgraded armor, we're taking 0 to 1 damage every turn from every enemy, so it's gonna make our life total go way further than we were going with it before. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles. Find your entrance. And that's why it was important. We're gonna jump down this well. There's a creepy voice telling us to come this way. And we are off. It says come this way. Oh, that's the way out. If we go that way, we'll go back. We don't want to go back. We do want to go this way. Come this way. Not that way, but there is nothing that way. Now I'm doing this particular one blind without a map because it's like a brand new experience every time. Still wants us to go this way, but not this way. But I do know that it's good to go this way. If my memory serves me correct here. Oh good, they haven't seen us either. I can hopefully kill this gopher. No, the healer healed it. That's bad. Because the Gopher, he built up power, which means he's about to attack me and hit me very hard, as he just did there. So we will now kill the Gopher and then move on and kill the healer. And as you can see, we're getting way more experience and gold for these fights in here because we're fighting way more difficult opponents. Scissor mages are highly irritating because they can cast Blaze. I believe it's Blaze that these cast, which deals, I think, about 8 points of damage, just like a charged up Gopher attack, so they're definitely a problem. But the increased experience means we're going to level up way faster fighting these things than we did fighting the stuff outside. And I'm really pleased that so far we've seen 0 blazes cast, because the blaze will ignore the armor, and we will take a large chunk of damage, which we do not want at all. And my memory served me correctly, as there's a treasure chest. And I believe it's going to be one of those delicious medical herbs that we like so much. Lethal gophers are an absolute hassle. They hit hard regularly enough, and then they do that and build up power and hit even harder. We got lucky and got out just in time on that one. So we are going to use our 1 medical herb. There we go, and now we're going to grab this chest, which is a medical herb. So it was an even trade. You may say then, was it worth it coming down this path, fighting all these enemies, taking the damage to have to use your medical herb to then get a medical herb? Well, yes, because it was an equal exchange, and we gained a whole bunch of experience points, which is absolutely necessary. So I say to you, yes. And there's the blaze for 10 points of damage, which is highly unfortunate. More scissor mages. We're also getting a very large pile of gold built up, which is very helpful. And there's a level up. So let's see what we get here. 2 more strength, 6 vitality, and 12 hit points. So that was an absolutely massive level up. And let's hope that we can work this out to where we kill this scissor mage without it constantly being healed. And we did, so that's beneficial again. 12 hit points is going to be huge, and the 6 vitality means that the further level ups we have should also give us large chunks of hit point increases. The healer struggle is real. The biggest inconvenience in RPG history, the healer. There we go, finally. And some stairs. So we are down on the 2nd level here. Let's check out what we've got going on. And I know not this way, but yes, we are going this way. We're going to come around the corner here. And this is going to be super helpful. That's why we're going this way. This is about 300 times better than a medical herb. And no, it's not 300 medical herbs either. Now I'm very uncomfortable. We're gonna use this medical herb here. We're really gonna try to kill this scissor mage here. Oops, I accidentally attacked the healer. On the one turn he didn't heal. And I killed the healer, so now I'll kill the scissor mage. Let's just hope we don't keep getting annoying healer fights until after we get what we're coming down this way for. Well, at least they're not with anything else. So there's only so much damage a healer can put out, so that I'm not concerned with. We're almost there, and no, it's not for that treasure chest either. Another blaze, another lethal gopher hit. And I know some of you are probably thinking, aren't you worried about your life total? And normally, I would be. But because of what we're about to get, I'm not at all concerned with my life total. As long as I still have 10 hit points or more when I get up here. And another gopher and scissor mage. I'm actually going to run away from this fight. I don't want it yet. Oh no! A healer! But his name is Healy, and he dreams of becoming a human. He thinks he can become one if he comes along with humans. So I think we're going to take him with us. And Healy joined the party. Excellent. And right there is where I'm going to end part 2, and we're going to resume with part 3 right here, right where we're at, next time I upload a video. Thanks guys, thanks for coming. If you liked the video, hit a like, hit a subscribe if you want to see more when more comes out, and we'll see you next time. Adios.